The real life starting of a business is you're making a decision about how you're going to bring personal cash flow. So you're going to bring, and I think that, yes, people have this sort of philosophical idea that I'm very passionate about this thing and I'm going to go start something and it's going to be amazing and it's going to be the world's biggest thing ever. But hundreds of thousands of people do that every year. And so for me, starting out was I need to earn some money, and I either need to earn money working for somebody or working for myself. And even if I'm working for myself, I'm working for someone anyway. So if I was starting a business, my piece of advice is how many more weeks can you live on the money that you've currently got? And my story is I had an $8,000 tax return and I said, I'm burnt out and I don't want to continue to work 7 days a week for someone else and have my holidays rejected, and I can't have, spend quality time on a Saturday and Sunday with my family. Quality time with my family is important. And so they were like, no, you need to work Saturdays, you need to work Sundays, and I wasn't paid any extra, that was just demanded. And it was either do it or lose your job. And so I went, stuff it, I don't want a job. So I just started freelancing. And so my piece of advice is, from a personal cash flows perspective, where will your next dollar come from? Then start to go, okay, well, in terms of making decisions about not the next dollar, but let's say it's it's $100 or $1,000 or whatever your next bit of cash flow is, so the money coming into your bank account or into your hands. So then, as each fork in the road eventuates within 2 days or 3 days and a week and 2 weeks, I would be recommending that people look towards either financially efficient or highly profitable activities or annuities-based activities. So annuities is like recurring revenue where you do the same service over and over. Now, employment with a job is an annuities-based income because you do the same thing every week and you get the same amount of money. So lots of people say, I'm not into selling, I'm not into selling. So the first piece of advice would be think about and identify where those dollars are going to come from, and then start making decisions to either highly profitable, financially efficient things that are activities or annuities. That's sort of the fork in the road. Because if you go too far down the fork of highly profitable activities and they become less profitable, then you're going to be going, gee, I wish I had recurring revenue. And then if you go down recurring revenue, you get locked into revenue where you can't have like a big month of sales because it's the same every month, and you go, oh, next month I really need to double my sales. Annuities-based businesses are a slow burn. So then the second piece of advice is learn to sell. Whatever it is, unpack it, go see a psychiatrist, whatever it is, and be confident in not being scared of the word selling. And I saw it today, I had a conversation with someone today and they were like, I don't want to do all the selling and I'm scared of that. You can see the face going red. And I just said it's not about, for them in their scenario, so it's not about selling, it's about, can you conduct a meeting? Yes, I can. Okay, well, what will be on the agenda? What are the items that we'll discuss? What are the agreed outcomes? What are the pain points? What are you doing to add value to that person? You're calling them into a meeting. What are you going to give them in that meeting? How are you going to add value to them? And then what's the value there? What's the value exchange? What's the fair exchange? And so it's not selling, it's about getting together, leading a discussion and agreeing on a set of outcomes, following an agenda. Selling.